we're going to take a little detour and look at Pakistan's announcement, because they've announced their World Cup squad. Of course, the injury which has forced a new player in, Naseem Shah, has been ruled out. But any other surprises at all? Hassan Ali comes in for him.
Hassan Ali is the only surprise.
Yes.
And I only say that because they backed Zaman Khan and he did a pretty decent job with the ball for them, almost won them the game against Bangladesh. Now, when they, rather Sri Lanka, sorry, when they did pick this squad, I can understand what Babar Azam is thinking. When pushed to the corner, especially after the result that happened in Asia Cup with them finishing last, I think he's gone to the tried and tested method where he knows what he can get from a Hassan Ali. He has a Shaheen Afridi, he has a Haris Rauf, and he has a young guy in Mohammad Wasim Jr. So he's decided to go in with Hassan Ali, who played a little bit of test cricket in the recent past, had a poor run of form there, didn't really do very well in ODIs, was dropped after the New Zealand tour of Pakistan. So he's been dropped then and he's been brought into the team, which tells me that he's rather pushing himself towards the experienced side than go towards the young guy. If you do notice that squad, an interesting name which has been doing the rounds but is part of the results, Abrar Ahmed. Now he's done really well in Test cricket and done decently well in PSL. And in the middle overs, they haven't picked many wickets. He could be the answer to that. They have gone for Usama Mir, who's been part of the squad, but they've had Abrar Ahmed as part of the team. He would have been a very interesting left field choice in many ways, but the fact that they've stuck to the tried and tested ones is good. A person would have had a few scary days would have been to an extent Fakhar Zaman, because Abdullah Shafiq has come in the one game, has done well. On the other hand, they have Mohammad Haris, who is obviously very backed by the captain again, who did well in the T20 World Cup. So look, taking things into consideration, I think Pakistan have gone for the tried and tested, the more experienced players, and they're hoping that this experience is going to bring them glory in this World Cup. And rightfully so, I think they've stuck to a squad which they believe in.
You know, Zach, after what happened in the Asia Cup, the media, there's always so much drama that happens before a World Cup. So the Pakistani media, there's a lot of flutter between them. But do you think this is a squad which, like DK was saying, to back experience makes sense, especially what they're coming out of right now?
Well, I think their strength has been bowling. You know, that's how I'm seeing that squad. So looking at that, you know, the Naseem Shah missing it out is going to be a big blow for the Pakistan team for sure, because that bowling lineup was looking settled. The role was clearly defined. So I think that one area we'll have to see how they approach, and that's possibly the reason they've gone ahead with Hassan Ali. You know, they felt that, okay, some experienced bowler coming and doing that role is just going to stabilize things right now rather than creating that uncertainty. So I think that's the approach they've taken. With this team, the batting is always going to be Babar Azam taking that responsibility, and any day this team scores runs, they will possess that threat to any team because of their bowling lineup and the approach which they've been having. After a long time, they've kind of looking like a settled unit with regard to bowling, and their success over the years also. Pakistan team is known for that. So they are just kind of going back to that old template of their winning matches, wherein their bowlers are the stars and the batters basically just doing enough to get the team and providing that platform. And from that point of view, I think Babar Azam is going to be.
It's very interesting Zach says this, because last year when we played the T20 World Cup, that was the only team which could get away after scoring 150, 160 runs. Most of the other team needed to score 10, 15 above par. But this Pakistan team, because of the kind of bowling resources they have, and exactly the three names that Zach just said, Shaheen, Naseem Shah and Haris Rauf, they are so venomous and lethal, and they are really hard for batters to score against. And Pakistan was the only team which was able to defend targets, and much lower targets than other teams could, and purely, you know, based on the skill that they have in their bowling.
I mean, that's what Inzamam Ulhaq also said, that they wanted experience in the bowling to kind of get someone to bowl up with the new ball and also in the death overs. So clearly they're going by experience and wanting their bowling to kind of, take center stage for Pakistan, like you were saying.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, if at all there is any gap there, is the form of Shadab Khan. You know, so that is something which they'll have to see. But he's been under pressure with the ODI format. But their part-timers are good, you know, so you have batters who can bowl, especially with Iftikhar Ahmed. You know, he's always very good with the off spin and the ball going away from the right-hander. So that has to come to the party. That spin department, if it gets lifted little bit, then this attack will be even more lethal.
And he has to, Shadab Khan, because he's the vice captain of the team. A lot of people think actually Mohammad Rizwan is the vice captain. That's in T20. Here he's the vice captain and he has a massive role to play. If he gets his bowling going, Pakistan will be a different team altogether. If he doesn't, on the other hand, it will be a different team which will really struggle for sure.